So, awesome. So you're recording your foods. And what have you discovered?
Well, like I said, I realized that when the kids were snacking, I was snacking, and I they weren't unhealthy, terrible snacks, but it was something that was definitely affecting my end of the day numbers that kind of just made me go, oh, okay, well, I need to not do that. So, and then after Thanksgiving, after having what I thought doing really good with having just vegetables in my turkey and no pie, no anything. But I had a roll just to see how the bread would go. And it was one of those small little biscuit rolls. And my end of the day weight was just so high compared to what it had been the rest of the week. I mean, it was like 3 pounds higher.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized that clearly carbs in breads are really just not something I should be doing. So hopefully, knowing that going forward, I won't make those. I don't like to call them mistakes. It's just be more aware of what's going to happen
Awareness.
if I do.
Exactly. And that's where uh when you start to kind of plan your cheat meals, or you start to plan when you want to have your carbs, you know in your mind, okay, this is what I expect to happen. So I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Right? Because I want to say right off the bat, we have finally in 30 days, we've lost 10 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially, yeah.
It's
Which is
huge.
great.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great because I was stuck at that weight for so long. I was just like, what is happening? I, was making progress every month, and then that I went the entire month of October, it didn't move. I only, ended up gaining a couple of ounces over the whole course of the month. It just wasn't moving, and I just was very frustrated.
And
So
now,
yeah,
yeah, I mean,
definitely
yeah,
nice to see that.
now we're like you said, I love the message that you sent me this morning. You're like, I will see the ones this week.
I will. I'm like, I said to my husband, I was like, I'm gonna see a one tomorrow. I just feel it. And he's like, yeah, probably.
Good. I mean, you're staying up. Yeah, I believe that too, especially with that kind of belief. Your body will just do it automatically on its own. You like literally, I know we saw a bunch of progress in the very beginning, but you're literally right on track.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, well, it's been only, a month. I did my measurements again, and the three places that you have me measure, none of them changed. I was like, what? But when I do my monthly, like at the end of every month or the first day of the next month, I just did it all today because I was inputting the other three. I did all of them. So, I mean, my book, I have, forearm, bicep, all this stuff, the chest, everything that, you only have me doing the three spots.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, when I did all of my measurements in all the places, I still lost a total of 5 inches for the month.
Boom.
So
There we go.
yeah.
Where
Yeah. So like it does calf and thigh and waist and chest and shoulders and bicep and the, lower arm, neck, all that, everything lost except for those three places. But those stay the same. And I think a reason why is because I do have all that loose skin in my upper legs, in my waist, and around the glutes area. And I think that that's probably not gonna change much because of it's just loose skin. I feel like it's not probably going to get much better until I do have that surgery in
Mhm.
March.
where do you
That's
where do
my
you
thought.
see where do you see yourself losing do you see yourself losing inches in a particular area the most, or where is it coming from?
Mostly in the hips and unfortunately my chest.
Right.
That's the one spot I think women don't want to lose it, but yeah, unfortunately. I did lose like another half inch off of my biceps, which was nice because that's another spot with a lot of loose skin. So I just know to kind of snug the ruler a little bit and compensate for the loose skin that's there.
Right.
So that was nice. And then I've lost a lot like in my neck. I think like overall, I think I've lost like 2.5 something inches off my neck in all the time that I've been doing it.
Oh,
But I
wow.
lost like another 1/4 inch this month. Just littles, but it adds up.
Exactly. How are you feeling as far as like health wise? Like, how's your energy? How's your mood? How's all that stuff?
Yeah, obviously I have a lot of energy because, I get up every day and do the do the bike for an hour, hour and a half, and feel really good after that. Um, I've noticed though with um after I realized last week about the whole carb issue, I noticed though that I started feeling that funky, not lightheaded, but just kind of blah, like not weak, but just eh, after like tightening that down and being like, okay, I'm not going to have any of those extra carbs. My body wants them, but it does bad things with them. So that's the part that I'm struggling with. Because if I don't have them, I feel kind of but if I do, then, it does stupid things. So
Yeah, and we're gonna go into that in a second. Real quick though, and then I'll like pause this, but um, just for my kind of feedback and for the feedback of others that may be watching, right? Like, how has your first 30 days, your experience with everything? Because I know it's been online. It was
yeah.
probably a little bit kind of like, will this actually work? Kind of, how has your experience been over these past 30 days?
Well, it's been great because, just because it's online doesn't mean it doesn't work. Whether you were meeting someone in person or not, you still have to go home and do the work. They don't come home with you. So, you still have to put in the work. The one-on-one sessions make it really, really, um, easy to apply, the different things you learn because you get that instant feedback like, no, don't do that. Or, yeah, you know, keep doing this. So that has really helped. So it being online and that type of thing, I don't really feel makes a difference. But from a month ago to today, definitely I don't have that frustration when every day you get on the scale. It's like, okay, it's not moving. Why is it not moving? What am I doing wrong? And you think you're doing everything right and you're not. So yeah, that's definitely having that second pair of eyes looking at it going, okay, well, that's still too many calories and add this to it. Um, so yeah, I'm definitely glad I did it because I would probably maybe I would have lost some weight maybe by now. I don't know, but definitely not definitely not what I've probably definitely not 10 pounds.
Right. That's amazing to hear. And lastly, what would you say to someone that is kind of on the fence, that's kind of looking at it, that's kind of like tiptoeing and isn't really, sure?
I would probably just say do it because you can't really it sounds kind of cliche, but you can't really put a price on your health. But doctors sure will. When you need medication and you need to go to a hospital, like they'll still get paid, but you really have to start looking at your health in a way that it's priceless. You want to be around as long as you want. Now I have two little kids. I want to be around as long as I can for them. So to me, that was the biggest thing that was holding me back because it is money. There is a cost for everything, but to me the cost for that is it certainly outweighs the cost that your health could have on your life. So that is probably, I think, would be a sticking point for anyone looking at doing anything. And that, and just having the motivation, you need to like sit down and be like, okay, well, what is motivating me to even kind of be interested in this in the first place? Do I just want to look better, or do I just, want to feel better? You really have to kind of assess your own desires, because if you don't have that in the forefront of your mind all the time, you're just going to fall back off. Like you have to keep your reasons like right there in front of you. Like I literally have my reasons posted on a mirror in the morning that I see every morning when I get up, be like, this is why I'm doing it. And then of course, when you see what's on the scale, that definitely helps.
Right. Okay. That's amazing. Well, I appreciate that. That was, I appreciate you being super honest, and I'm sure the, other girls watching right now are gonna appreciate that. So, thank you for that, Steph.
No problem.